gonna mute out
Hey everybody, we are so glad to have you guys here. Thank you so much for being on this call. So this is part two of Kingi Santiel's introduction to how to work a YouTube video, how to produce it, how to get it out, how to market, how to do it. And part one, Kingi reminded me in particular that it doesn't take a lot to have a YouTube video, meaning the sense of you don't need to have a ton of information. People are just looking. They are searching for information. They are searching to meet their needs. And a 2-minute video, 3-minute video can certainly give people what they're looking for. So Kingi, I'm so excited for you to do this tonight because you reminded me of that. Just a very short message of what we have to offer to people is something that so many people are looking for. And it's so easy for us to do. We just have to do it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Kingi. Take it away, baby.
All right. Everybody grab their popcorn. Enjoy the show. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share any knowledge that I have. Whether it's YouTube or any marketing or anything like that. So yeah, so I'm hoping that everyone can take something away from this and we'll get going. So what I want to start off with first, let me see if I can share my screen. Oh, let me see.
We probably need to make you a co-host. Hold on.
Yeah. Are you
okay? I'm on my computer. Kimberly, you able to make it my co-host?
Okay, let me see.
Okay, I'm getting on my computer to do.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, Kingi, now try.
Okay, let's see. Looks like we have one more person that logged in. All right. All right, can everyone see that?
Yes.
All right. So those that are not familiar with YouTube, last week I kind of touched on the first thing you need to do is create a Google account. And the reason why you want to create a Google account is because that's how your information is actually going to appear. So for example, whatever it is that you decide, to have as a, oh, getting some feedback somewhere. All right, so whatever it is you decide to have as your account. So in my case, I have KBS Fitness. And then what I did was I just uploaded my logo here. So what happens now is if you look in the right-hand corner, the top right-hand corner, you also see my logo and you see how it says account. Everybody, okay. So what you want to do is.
Sorry, yes.
Okay, no worries. So what you want to do is you want to hit create. So when you hit create, this gives you two options. You can upload existing videos that you have saved, or you can actually go live. Now, the cool thing about going live is just like any other social media platform like TikTok, Instagram. But live, you're actually getting like a more broader audience. Now, I wouldn't go live, and I wouldn't recommend going live until you feel a little bit more comfortable. And then once you feel comfortable with what you want to offer, then I would start doing lives. And also, you know, having a few subscribers under you as well. All right, so let's say, for example, actually, we're going to come back to create. I'm just going to go through these tabs so you guys can understand these tabs. All right. So subtitles. So these are videos basically that I uploaded. And let me know if you guys have questions. Feel free to stop me in between. So these are videos that I uploaded, for example. So proper shoulder press, bicep curls, squats, basic exercises. It gives you the date, the type of language, title and description. So I'm trying to minimize this screen with you guys. Make sure I'm getting everything. Okay, perfect. When it comes to copywriting, that's pretty much the next slide. That's anything that you're going to use anybody else's information. You basically want to make sure that you put that information in. That's very important because if you don't, YouTube will kick you off and lock you out, and you don't want that either, especially if you have a huge following. So it's very important.
I had a question.
Yep.
So when you're saying that that you can't copyright, so the videos you have now, are these you made yourself, like the bicep, tricep, those things? But if you go in and you have someone else's video and you happen to upload it, those are the times that you have to be very careful on who you upload on there, is what you're talking about, copyright?
Correct.
But
Correct.
yourself, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Now,
Okay.
however, what I would suggest though is that you will put some kind of copyright yourself for your own videos, just to protect yourself, so that way someone can steal your information and then use it, you know, any kind of way that they want to use it. So I would definitely put that
Okay.
somewhere as well.
And is that
I have a
something
question.
that you're
Go ahead.
showing? Oh,
No, go ahead.
is that something that you're going to show us, that you like put your name at the bottom in like dated stamped or something like that to show that it's yours?
Yeah. So so for me, I didn't necessarily put it in my videos because KBS is licensed, it's an LLC. I'm fully protected. So and then you can label your videos a certain way too, which I'm going to get into, where you can have
Okay.
you can have 3 different ways. You can have it listed, unlisted, and then public. So basically unlisted, the difference is that if there's just a video that you wanted to, let's say, for example, you wanted to do a practice video going live, but you didn't actually go live, then I will put that unlisted, because that way no one sees it, just you. If it's like a school assignment or something like that, and you want to make sure you do the video before you actually do the actual video, you want to make sure it's good to go, then you want to put it unlisted. And then as far as listed videos, the difference with that is, let's say you have a membership program. So like in my case, I will have exercise programs that people buy into. Then those people that buy into the program will only have access. And then public videos, anybody can go and view the videos. I think we have one more question from someone else.
I was just curious. So let's say you randomly grab a video, or like a lot of times I'll grab like a recipe or something from another site. If I throw it in there, is it going to tell me that I grabbed something I shouldn't have? I mean, when you talked about copyright, I just want to make sure I'm not grabbing something I shouldn't be.
So, okay, so what you want to do, basically, it's okay to grab certain things as to use it as a reference. You just want to make sure that you don't use it as your own. So like if you were another personal trainer and you took my video and you were like, okay, this is one of my employees and this is mine,
Right.
then, you know, then
So
it's
no
not-
full-on plagiarism, but otherwise we're okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Or especially, you know, if you have a product, you want to make sure that you also want to make sure that you're, you know, any disclaimers,
Right.
you know, don't try and, you know, put something out like, oh, here's my miracle drink and it's going to cure cancer.
So for ours, I just want to make sure I'm not grabbing something of someone else's that I shouldn't be. It's usually just like an exercise link. And then it'll be like, you know, that person's like whatever their routine is. So they still have their name on it. I just want to make sure I wasn't doing something I shouldn't be.
Yeah, no, and that's totally fine because when you share that link, it's gonna have their information.
Right.
Whereas,
Okay.
so you're okay there.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's a cool thing I want to show you guys. Now I know Canva offers this too, but what's cool about this is that you have an audio library. So any of these tracks, let's say if I'm doing some kind of, I don't know, I'm doing a run or something, I want to play this in the background. Let's see if I can get it to play. So I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but you can play all these different tracks and you can actually add them to your video, which is awesome. And you don't have to worry about like with Facebook, you have to have certain type of music or they'll kick you off. So, which is a pain.
So Kingi, I have double screens going. Kingi, I had no idea that we could put music in on our videos. Do you do that after you do your video and before you record it? I've never known about this at all.
Yeah. So do your video first, and then you can hit download. So for example, we're gonna pick Night Runaway, and then let me move the screen over for you guys. See where it says download? So now if I hit download, you can save it as a file and then go back and upload it later, which is pretty cool.
Kingi, is that available for people that have a basic YouTube account, or do we have to upgrade to premium?
Nope, basic account. Like I don't even have premium yet. I'm just using the basic simple account, and you have all these features, which is nice.
So you're using the free account.
Yep. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. The only time I'm gonna upgrade is when I have pretty much a bunch of content that I want to get going, and then I have that stream of flow, and then I'll go ahead and from there, probably upgrade. But at this time, I don't really need to at the moment.
Can you show one of your pictures with the music?
Yeah. Let's see. All right, we'll go to settings. So like my channel, for example, oops, get out of there.
I like the name Chocolate Cookie Jam.
Nice. All right, so this is one of my videos. I didn't add any music or anything, but you can, like here, you can go to edit the video if I wanted to, and that's when I would, maybe add it. But obviously, if I add the music, then they can't really hear me. So it would be more like if I'm working out and I'm not really demonstrating anything. But here's just a quick video so you can kind of see. So what you want to do is you want to title it and then give it basic description. And then, sorry, I'm kind of moving you guys around so I can make sure I'm covering everything. And then to the right is where you can make it public, private, or unlisted. And again, private is basically like if you have some kind of membership program that you're trying to sell, then you will make it private, and then public is for everyone to view.
So with the whole audio thing, can you make your background audio go up and down depending on your voice, your voiceover?
That is a very good question. I would have to say you probably need an editor for some kind of editing software for that.
I like using CapCut for that.
Okay. ScreenFlow is another one, but that's usually for Macs. They do have one called Camtasia also, which is for PC. Oh, you know what? I'm glad I came here. Here's the other thing. Very, 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 very important. Just as much as important as the copywriting, but I would say it's even 10 times more important. I probably don't have to worry about it with you guys, but I still want to just go ahead and mention it just in case. You want to make sure that if you're going to be using any kind of profanity or anything that you think is just crazy out there, any kind of vocabulary just that may be slightly inappropriate, you want to make sure that you click no, it's not made for kids, because YouTube again will kick you off even if you said the word shit. So you just want to make sure that you cover your butt. If there's anything also that may be, I don't know, let's say you're a massage therapist, you really don't want kids watching that either. If you're like David Goggins, he likes to curse a lot, then you don't want kids watching that. So you definitely want to make sure that you check that. Now, if you're selling a video, let's say, or making a video, let's say something pertaining to whatever it is you're selling for kids, let's say you had a protein bar for kids, then that will be okay. But that's a great thing. So just because you hit this selection doesn't mean it's selected for all your videos. So it's for that particular video. All right. And so you can see I was a little nervous because
Hey, Kenji, I would actually love to make a suggestion if I could.
Yes.
Because, like, I don't know if it's the computer or anything like that, but it's actually very muffled, very hard to hear. Um, so I don't know if it's just the screen share part of it. But what I enjoy with a lot of videos is I love watching them actually doing the workout while they are silent and then doing a voiceover. So explaining what they are doing so it's a little bit more clear and crisp.
I agree. I agree 100%, definitely. Yeah, and that's that's something that you can do beforehand before you actually upload the video. That's one thing that yeah, I may recommend as well. The only difficulty with that is that trying to get your voice to actually match with the right pattern. So that's the challenge. Other than that, I do think it is a lot clearer than trying to speak, especially like in my case in that room, it had a huge echo. Or if you're outside at the beach, you're gonna have a lot of wind and distortion. So absolutely. All right, analytics. So basically, this is kind of a chart that basically tells you, um, how many views, and it's kind of a good indication because, let's say whatever product or service you want to know that you're putting out good content because obviously if people are not viewing your videos, then you are not making any money. So it's a good indication. And also, if you do have a particular video and you see one that has where the the bar is extremely high and then the other is not, you want to watch that video and figure out what you did correctly on that video so you can continue to do it as well. Because it could be a period of time that you uploaded the video, it could be certain content that you uploaded versus the other video, and etc. All right, comments. Basically, these are people that respond to your videos. Um, and that can also include any trolls. Like I mentioned last week, you'll have people that will just say just stuff to say because they're bored. And then you can respond back. Oh, let me go back to settings. All right. All right. So channel. What you want to do is when you have your channel, you can put in keywords. So like, for example, here I put fitness, MMA, KBS, fitness, life coach. Just stuff that these are kind of the channels that I want people to see my information. Upload defaults. You can put defaults. For example, if you want to just add a title again to that specific video, I wouldn't really worry about it because as soon as you get ready to upload your video, it's going to ask you for this information. And then permissions again, that's basically kind of what we covered as far as public, listed, or unlisted, and also if it's kid friendly or not. Community. So community, you can eventually build a community, kind of like Facebook, where you can have moderators. So for example, let's say Stephanie had a channel and she wants Kimberly to be a moderator. So Kimberly can come in and do a video and post a video on there the same way, which is a good thing because let's say once you do build that community, then it just continues to build your channel, because your channel is always continuing to get content. So which is great. So like, let's say if you had a community of fitness instructors and you guys wanted to continue and share your different expertise, what's nice is it could be 5 of you, and each of you guys put 5 videos out each week, and you have enough content because every day somebody's putting out something, instead of it just being you and you have to figure out, okay, I have to be consistent and keep putting out all this content. All right. Any questions so far?
I have my hand up, but you don't see it, but now maybe you do now. But the question I have, is it the same as Facebook, making someone your, I guess it would be your, not, I guess it's your admin, same thing as what you're talking about as far as this one, same kind of thing. So if you want to bring someone in to go ahead and edit or add things to your, or if they want to copy from your verbiage, it's the same kind of thing as Facebook, similar?
Correct.
Yeah.
Just the biggest thing is you want to make sure you trust that person, though, if you're going to give them full
Oh, yeah.
access.
Oh, no, of course. I can't take my hand down now. Good Lord. All right. Ignore my hand.
That's okay, no worries. All right, so what I'm going to do is, let's see. Okay, so if you hit create, you go to upload, you can hit select files. I don't really have any videos to upload, but well, let's see. I'll upload that one. Or this one. Can't get this Zoom thing out of the way. There we go. Okay, so you see that it has a link already. It's still uploading the video, but what you can do, you can always right click that link to copy it, and then that way you can also share it to among the other platforms like Facebook, Instagram as well. And then for title, we'll just put, let's see, put Monarch. Corporate wellness.
And Kenji, are you going to talk about search engine optimizing the video? Or I could add some 2 cents.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free. Go ahead and.
Okay, well, Google will pick up when you're creating your title. There's keywords.com. There are other places you can go to research how many search pulls on Google are for each keyword. And a keyword could be 1 word, 2 words, 3 words, anything somebody would type into a search engine. And you can incorporate that in your title as well as your description to help that pull out and get you more views. That's all.
Awesome.
Like a hashtag, Kimberly?
Well, no, it's just words. They'll
Okay.
pull out just the words. Your title's your most important, but it also, you don't want to keyword stuff it to where your title should say exactly what's in the workout. So like if Kenji was doing a bicep curls, how to do rockin' bicep curls, so you want to have your keyword in there, but you want to you want to use titles that entice people to click so that your video gets the clicks. So if it's just boring and it says just keywords like fitness, training, da 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 da, they probably won't click on it because they're not going to feel compelled to do it.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And also too, to touch on that, if it's just something basic like that, it's going to take forever for them to get to your video unless you just happen to get lucky where yours just pop out on the front page, and 9 out of 10, that's not going to be the case. All right, so it's taking forever to load. I was trying to show you basically
It's probably because you're on Zoom. I
right.
tried to upload something once and it was like, oh, no go. Now, is there one thing I don't know is how do you happen to know how long your description can be? And do
Yep.
people use hashtags in the description?
Not so much on YouTube. I haven't really seen that on YouTube. I think that's more of a Instagram kind of thing. But like in this description, for example, you have 5,000 basically letters that you
Okay.
can use. So they give you a significant amount of to work with, which is great. But again, I wouldn't use the max because again, our attention span is very little. So if they see a bunch of words that they have to read, they're not gonna read. You just want something simple and quick that's gonna capture their attention. And it could be something silly, it could be something funny. Like for example, like my mentors, they would send me emails that would say something like the title would be "Going Out of Business," and then I'm like, what? So it makes me click on it, and then as soon as I click on it, they have some kind of sale, like, hey, I'm selling all my material that I created last year at 80% discount. And then they basically got me in. So I end up reading the information. So something like that instead of just being generic or whatever. So, or, or just something crazy like, hey, did you hear what happened the other day? And you're like, no, what happened? So you click on it and then it's something that they're trying to sell. And you're like, oh, this is good.
Hey Kenji, when you upload your title and your description and your videos up there, do you ever look at the analytics and then go back and change your title and description to improve the click through, or maybe try to get more exposure on the video? Or is it pretty much once you put it up, you can't modify it?
No, you can absolutely, here, I'm gonna click out. You can absolutely go back in and change it. However, in this case, because I'm building content, so I'm really not like trying to really put it out there effectively yet. Then I will go back and make a few changes and start putting little like stuff in the video and add little tweaks here and there. But the goal is to get the content up. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to put it up, and then you can start modifying it as you go.
And what about subtitles? Because I have heard that it's a good idea to put subtitles in, but I don't know, like for your fitness thing, if you would necessarily need it, because it may get in the way of somebody seeing your form or whatever you're doing. But let's say if you were just sitting there talking, because a lot of people watch videos when they're at work and stuff, and they they can't turn, they don't want to get busted that they're watching videos. So they have it silenced and they'll watch it, but then they have subtitles.
So there's pros and cons to that. I'll tell you the bad part. Well, you pretty much said it. If you're trying to perform something, then they can kind of get in the way with that. The good thing is, like you did mention, if they are at work, they can actually read what you're actually saying. And in my case, I have a client that's actually deaf. So I can actually set up videos, send them to her, and then she can actually read the subtitles and actually perform it instead of just looking at it, trying to figure out exactly what to do.
So I like the subtitle. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Multiple screens. Okay. I like the subtitles when Amanda and Sybil both did the subtitles for their 2-minute videos. I found myself watching the subtitles as well as listening to them. So I think if it's going to be short and sweet and like really detailed information that's quick, I think subtitles are fantastic.
Absolutely.
That's just my personal opinion. I've never done them though.
Absolutely. I mean, for what you guys are trying to do, I think subtitles are great. And again, I mean, you're like, for example, I have that client of mine that's deaf. That's a whole nother market that I'm trying to hit right now because I never thought about that. Like hitting because most people try and stay away from that because they think it's going to be too complicated or they just don't want to deal with it. And to me, that's a whole market that's untapped. So just imagine even for your isogenic business, if you wanted to tap that market, because at the end of the day, just because someone's deaf doesn't mean that they don't want to make money. So, I mean, my client will tell you that she's deaf. She's a hard worker. So, so don't feel like you can't hit certain markets because you definitely can.
Does it auto put in the subtitles? So let's say you hit set language English confirm. Will it just pick up your words and add your subtitles, or you have to type it all in?
So you
You know?
usually have to type it in. Let's see. Why is it not? Come on. There we go.
Okay, this is where I'm going to highly suggest that CapCut again, because it will actually pick up the words that you are saying and do it for you. And as you are rewatching the video, you can go through and pick where it may have something misspelled or it thinks that you are saying something different. You can actually go in and edit those spots to correct it. It's really easy, this CapCut.
Jerry, is it an app?
Yes,
Like
it is.
It's CAP, what is it? CAPCUT?
Correct.
Right on.
Let me
Thank you.
write that down too. Can you repeat
Yeah.
that?
So then
CapCut.
how would that work with YouTube? Do you video it in CapCut and then do your thing there and then upload it, or
It
can you
actually has an option that you can upload straight from the app to YouTube.
okay. So it's like a really good video editor tool.
It's one of the best that I have found. I have used it for multiple things. I don't use it too often because I haven't been on social media a lot lately. But I find that you can go in, you can do different scenes on it. You can splice your videos. You can add filters. You can do the whole closed caption thing. And the cool thing about it is you can even do bubbles around the closed caption. Like your closed caption has its own filters.
Nice.
So it's a fun little app just to go in and play with.
Now, is that also for Android as well, or is it just?
I have Android.
Oh, so good. Oh, that's awesome. So it corrects your English as well if you're doing a
Well,
skit
it's not
on
gonna.
there?
He's not gonna correct your English.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Oh God. Okay. Well,
It
yeah,
will-
yeah,
It'll pick up your words
that's what I meant.
and say, like, if I say I love you, it'll actually say right on there, I love you. But if I say I loved you, it might pick up I woof you.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, got it.
I woof you too.
Oh, I highly recommend going to Amazon, getting this book too. So it's called YouTube Marketing Power. It's a great book. It's by Jason Miles. Got it. All right. I know I have some more questions. Any more questions? Anybody?
How do you spell it's by Jason Mao? What's the last name?
Oh, Miles, like pretty much Miles.
I can't see. Miles?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Miles.
Miles, Jason Miles. Okay.
Got it. Yep. It's an older book, but it still has some pretty good information in it. All right. Let's see.
I know too, guys, that I've hired people on Fiverr, FIVERR.com to do videos for me, and I've gotten some amazing videos done for fairly inexpensive. It just depends on what you want. If you want a lot of editing and all that stuff and you don't have time.
Yes. Also, too, for my Canva people, I'm not really great at Canva, but for your channel, you can actually go on Canva and create a banner and then upload it for your background for your channel, which is pretty cool.
So another cool thing about Canva and YouTube is they too actually intermingle. I have not personally done this yet, but I have seen other people go in, like where they can share their screen or share their slideshow that they created on Canva. And down in the corner, they have a little bubble that has their video of them speaking to their audience. I've seen a lot of people create their own course content doing this. So
Nice.
I don't know how to do that one though.
No, that's good intel. I'm definitely gonna look into that. That's because I think if that's the case, then that's definitely a cheaper way instead of using like Kajabi or ClickFunnels or some of the other platforms that are out there. All right, so it looks like the video uploaded. So yeah, so you have your title here, your description, your link. You can play it beforehand, but I won't play it. But then down here, let me move you guys around again. So you can also create a playlist. So if you want to just create a bunch of videos and then pretty much set them up the way you want later, you can do that. Or you can just go ahead and also load it again. You know, no if it's not made for kids. Or you can put yes, restrict my video to viewers over 18. All right, paid promotion. My video contains paid promotion like a product, sponsorship, or some kind of endorsement. We kind of touched base on that a little bit earlier as far as, you know, any disclaimers if you're promoting someone else's product. Even if you're an independent contractor or of that particular company. Tags, pretty much. I think Kimberly mentioned something about tags, right? With the keywords.
Yeah. Yeah. Here
Okay.
too.
Video language, English. Well, it also depends on where you're marketing to. If you're marketing internationally to a specific country, then you pick that specific language. Caption, kind of went over that. You can put recording dates, and the cool thing with YouTube also is you can also set up like a kind of like a almost like an alarm system where if you do a video, then you can set it up where that video will play at that certain specific time and date, which is great. Let's see. So allow people to sample this content, basically to kind of just view your video. All right. So yeah, so this is the other stuff where you can add other things like promotions, add cards. I'm not too savvy yet with that, but we can go in and play around with it.
You're definitely teaching me a thing or two because I didn't know how to do that.
Oh,
even where to find it.
oh no worries. You know, you can add a link, like if you want to add that link to your website, you can do that as well. If you just want it in your playlist, you can add it there as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can actually probably edit it here as well. That's what it looks like.
Hey, Kenji, what did you?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was asking, what did you click on to get to cards?
To get the card, so I went to, let me move you guys around again. All right, so it's under video elements, and then add cards. And that's where it is.
So is that where we would put like our link tree or a shopping cart or something so that they can purchase right away?
That would be more, let me see, let me go back to it.
That's the little links within the video, correct?
Exactly, yeah. So like if you wanted to put, if I wanted to put www.kdsfitness.com and then boom, now they can go to the link, purchase my videos or services, whatever it is that I'm offering.
Okay.
that's pretty much where you would put that information.
Okay, so that is where we would put our shopping cart links.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you
Okay.
can.
Good.
All right, end screens. I'm not too familiar with this. I'm gonna have to play around a little bit with it and then get back to you guys on this one. But I just wanted to kind of just look at it since we were here.
I've never done it, but it looked like you could grab a snapshot, like design. Let's say you wanted to put your name and phone number to have the last slide of your video. It looked like you could click that and add it on.
Okay. Yeah,
I
was
don't
kind of
know. I
thinking.
haven't done it, so, but that's
Yeah, I
what it
was
looked like.
kind of thinking the same thing, but I haven't had a chance to actually play around with that part yet.
So I've never done the end of the videos, which Kimberly, you have it. You probably paid someone to do that.
Yeah.
I've done the beginning of the videos, and that's super easy. You can maneuver like the first 30 seconds to upload any image you want. I haven't figured out how to do the end of the videos though. Sherry, have you figured that out? Have you done that?
I've done it in CapCut.
Okay. CapCut's the entry. That's the guy.
That's the way to go, CapCut. All right, so here, again, this is where when it comes to publishing, what you want to do, private, unlisted. I'm actually going to put unlisted for right now because I don't know what's on that video. And then schedule. That's where I was mentioning where you can put a time, where you can actually set your time for your video to appear. So let's say you have a promotion product coming out. So hey, this is Miracle Water right here by KBS Fitness. It's going to be coming out in July 2021. And I make that, and then basically I make that video go viral, you know, in the next couple weeks or whatever before July gets here.
All right, so I'm gonna spill the beans just a tiny bit. If you haven't seen or heard, we do have an entire new line coming out at Celebration. So July 30th, they're going to be announcing a new line. It's so many things have already been leaked. And I think the key with collagen and BIA was that it was leaked beforehand. BIA was done on purpose. And collagen, of course, they started promoting in Australia. Same thing with this product line. It's already being promoted in Australia. So if you want to start looking it up, you can. The information's out there. We can start leaking this information because it's huge. It's huge what this product line is going to do. It's another collagen where we don't need coaching. We don't need to really sell people on it. You tell people what it is and they're going to want to buy it. So this is great if we want to come together as a group and really start doing some marketing ahead of time and scheduling it.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and we can build a community before the product actually even gets here. All right. I mean, that's pretty much, it's pretty self-explanatory. That's pretty much it as far as YouTube. Nothing super fancy. As far as that, uploading videos. You guys have any questions on that? Everyone's quiet. Did I bore everybody? Put everyone to sleep?
No, that you're awesome.
Not
That-
at
it was
all. We're
really great.
studying.
Studying.
I'm learning and studying because I want to make sure I can remember to do it.
Studying.
Yes.
It's cute.
Oh, and then let me see if I can make up something.
Were you going to go into Google Ad? Were you going to go into Google Ads, Kenji?
I was just gonna try and see if I can touch on a couple things. That will probably be more part 3 because that's more like um,
Yeah,
it would be too much and too overwhelming because it's a lot of information.
yeah, I agree.
Just wanted to. But yeah, so basically just you can set your own price range, $5 a day, $10 a day, 20, whatever it is. And then once you have that Google Ads set up, then you're able to link that within YouTube. And then, like I said, with YouTube, the great thing about it is that if if they don't watch your video for more than 30 seconds, you don't get charged for it. And obviously, if they do watch it over 30 seconds, then that's a potential warm to hot lead because obviously something kept them, to continue to watch it. Because I know if I'm working out and if I listen to music and somebody comes on tells me about Miracle Grass or whatever, I'm like, all right, skip. But if it's something that I'm interested in, I may stop at that moment and oh wow, let me see what they have to say. Um, for example, like there's this ad that comes on all the time, and I don't know how I get suckered into it, but it's this special like soap. I can't even think of the soap, but it has like this like organic soap where they're like, put this soap on and everyone would just be so attracted, to you. You're just like, okay, let me see what kind of soap. Wow, this soap obviously smells so good. So it just,
That's awesome.
so, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope that was somewhat informative, and that's it.
Right on. Well, that was
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome.
We're hoping for the part 3.
I was just
Because
going
you're going to
to
talk about how to manage YouTube ads, you have to do it within the Google ad framework,
Yes.
right?
Genji, you'll definitely have to teach me about that because I get confused when it comes to Google Ads.
Yes, it can be very, very challenging. That's for sure.
Are you doing Google ads right now, Kenji?
So yes, I'm working on some campaigns right now. Just putting some stuff together, and then I'm going to put that out there. The hard part is, when you're trying to do all this yourself, then it's very time consuming because I'm basically my own video person. And obviously have to upload it and then go on location, like if I'm at the gym, and then try and figure out who to send it out for editing. So it's just a process. But yes, I am definitely, my goal is to get something up and running by next month.
Wonderful. That's exciting. And
Thank
we'll
you.
have all these videos uploaded. And Stephanie and I almost have the team website, the business builder website together. We've met several times, made sure we had training videos for everything, and we've got business training, coaching, everything, and we're just going to keep compiling a database of training videos so that you can bring your prospects in to the business side and get a training. And we may even attach a testing system where you enroll somebody in Isogenics, and then they literally click start here, and they're watching videos, answering questions, and learning. So it's going to be really exciting. The idea is to make it easy for us, because just like what you said, Kingi, it's a lot of work just to do your own promotional stuff, and then to try and train others. And we so appreciate your time tonight. It was awesome. You did
Oh,
awesome,
thank
and I
you.
learned a lot. I think everybody learned a lot, and but we can really build a incredible training library there, as well as have scripts and, and something else we want to compile, which we need the entire team on, is killer posts. So when someone starts Isogenics, we eventually we want to start with 30 days, having 30 days, one post a day for them, and they just literally go and grab it. But the idea is to set up for 90 days. But obviously we want to hit the 30-day mile marker first. So I created a Facebook group, and I've got to put a thing, I've got to finish it and then send out invites to everybody. But what we want to do is, in advertising, they do something called like A/B testing. So what we wanted to do is collectively get the entire team. And if you have a post that you have done that is for Isogenics and it's gotten a lot of likes, a lot of comments, we want to add it to this system so that everybody, can you imagine if everyone went and looked and researched their top, say, 5 Facebook posts with respect to Isogenics, their copy, what they said, photo or video, and then everybody pulls in together, how powerful that would be for somebody brand new starting, because it's already tried and tested the posts. So that's the goal, and that's what we're looking to do, so everybody can benefit. So anyway, that was
Awesome.
it. And thank you so much for hopping on tonight, guys. It's 7:11, so we're going to let you all go. And we look forward to you for next Wednesday.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And have a good
Thank you,
night.
Kenji.
And you're welcome. Stephanie, give me a buzz.